Start recording. Alright. What is back up, gamers? I'm back. Hold on, let me just do something. Let me just start uploading part 1.
I haven't stopped at all.
Well, it ain't
This is
my
gonna be
fault I
like a
had to
2 hour
eat.
vid.
It ain't. Shut. It ain't my fault my dumb brother made me eat.
Yeah.
I mean. Oh, I played this more than a minute, Steam. Alright. Alright, that's published. Okay, in 47 minutes you'll finish. About the time it finished. Sweetheart, look at your hands. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with completed this ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, no, it wouldn't be fair compared to the two on account of Tron's injury. You see Sprinkles begins to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you've prepared. Ashley, well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to the dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey that tell you a story of excellence. What do you want, Discord? Hold on, let me invite Logan to the account. I am so sorry, viewers, like the 3 viewers. Like the 3 viewers that will view this. Oh, he didn't join.
Well then.
Alright, under this white
Our phone.
chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes so good and savory of excellence. I was going to ask Trant to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer to a delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Oh.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you now, at the very end, there's gonna be a station where you either get in between
Shh,
Ashley
don't
and
spoil
Colonel or.
I want to
No,
go
I have to
through
tell you.
this.
Alright, there's just a decision that you do if you make the wrong one, there's a 50-50 chance, then you're gonna have to restart from the beginning.
I was pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, wouldn't you mind your strong, steady hand? Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within it. You find delicate fried cheese croquet at atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, always too tender, nougat, and pearls of blueberry galette. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed. He dips his fingers in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. Hehe. Okay, internalize your rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Probably internalize.
Wait, what? What's the decisions?
Internalize the rage or put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley.
Yeah, you're gonna have to internalize the rage, or
Yeah,
else you're gonna have to restart.
I'm not stupid. Internalizing a rage, but the flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn into ash as they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of this semester, perhaps forever. Embarrass and shame your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you. A storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, not just from devastating loss, but that run-in with the mixer that and that small fire. We should check to get. I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not the failure in your fry. Never be a master chef. failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. You think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Oh, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked into other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but failed as an obstetrician. Obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I failed as a mule handler. That one is especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon and tie and well kept beard and think that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that can humble a man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that'll bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster. Borko. It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to death thing, maybe you shouldn't really have to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know it's like having a look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark night can really rile a person up. Also, I want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know you're strong in cooking school, but I person under a lot of stress. I can actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always Spork monster you always see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still soon. One day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me. I was forever transformed. A magic spell book? Precisely. I have procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along this way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you respect it. You're powerful, such and you rely on such dark evil magic to do should protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guilt. If you don't need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. I'm back to my hideaway, and we can discuss a personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Yo, this is nice.
Yeah, it is.
Stepping inside. He had a goatee since he was a baby?
He did.
Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by this thing, you start to feel a special bond with him. Charlton, looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you ever been working on any new recipes of yours own lately? I've been excited to talk food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something, it's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance, flavors, texture. I'm not sure I nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk and start to wonder what your dish might be describing. I meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy or something both. Keep it a secret or reveal it? You don't get a say, Randy. This is on for me. Or you do, I don't know. I will reveal it.
That's what I did.
You decide that you're ready as you are. You ever share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping up on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage disc glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chat on the creamy slaw just until a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire the taste later and think back to this moment. Oh, he's tearing up.
Yeah,
You
he's
could
very
offer to
nice.
make more, but he seems to be more like a sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll just be back in a moment. You realize that now would be perfect time to do snooping. Around the room, various items. You can look closer. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions.
You have to do 4 items.
See, here lie Yasha, my past careers and business failure. Poor guy. Scented candle, you try to identify the smell. Power tool, freshly started color, piece of wood floating in the lake. Somewhere 69, nice. Hey, that's an Easter egg. I think Kentucky Fried Chickens came up. $91. Nope. No, I was wrong. It's one of the secret. It's. Now what? I'll do the lake. You gaze out the window across a vast lake and the mountain range beyond. Just then, a ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window crack and the group swept out with the breeze.
Yeah, poor guy.
I'll do that one. One of the framed photos showed an old man who looks like a bit of Colonel Sanders was standing with friend. They hold fried chickens and the grubsticks, might be cheering them. You look closely, there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Oh crap, the jacket. I'm gonna make the big move.
Wait, what?
Are you on the screen share?
Okay, no. No, you turned the screen share off.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yes.
That's when I just tried to invite Logan.
Oh, don't do the big one. Don't do the big one.
Oh.
The big one will restart. I did the bottom one.
You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. Might be developing feelings for you, but I'm concerned I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and went for her. But the thought of Colonel leaving midst of such an emotion breakthrough gives you a real pause and stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Sean? I always think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. You think you're right. You think we should take things slow. You talk late in the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz.
Hang on. I'm a bit behind. Okay, dream sequence.
You wake to
Ready?
a beautiful morning in a Colonel Sanders hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only times will truly tell. Today's the day that'll change the rest of your life. You think about a new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdiction, isn't even legal. If the recipe is secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters on the side of it. My mouth's watering too. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
It's meticulous. Whatever. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting for you to ask important questions. So, what do you say were the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
I say flatter him.
You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to drop out of his eyes and gaze out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner, could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion, confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is run to the door and get home. You're still one more day of school after on the university cooking school academy is learning the way it's known for no one. You find out something there surprising. Your best friend is waiting there for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got word. Some things that happened to you. It's okay. I was just. Now it turns out you're fine. I could finally get the speed up on the saga of Miram, for sure. But so you'll not believe what happened to me, school. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. I since partner up with Hank, he's asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he's just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. He said, "Yeah, I can go on. I can know the little metallic guy." Short story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. Surely, things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving is a typical first date with a talking pressure cooker? And now
My
I'm not
God.
really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened but emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam offered you support. Together with your bestie, you feel like you could do anything. You arrive at school and you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell the distance they're picking on Pop, so though he himself might not grasp the fact. Because, he's Pop. What's swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order up one right on the way. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. Ashley, get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at school. And there's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to, but you would dare to pick on such gentle and beautiful creature. You got some nerve, Trot. Suggesting that I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're toasting my words and I won't have it. Ow.
Oh no.
Doesn't like you cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders' drive appears the only thing close to boiling over and naturally intuitive person he senses something's been going. Is everyone excited for Dino Day of Skulltrons? How's that hand feeling, Gross? Sure you'll be back into fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate warm gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Trot. I am more capable enough for speaking of myself. Maybe you could tell me more about the thoughts of walking the class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of food. See inside Trot, annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley's for who knows she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. Attempt to distract yourself from how slightly field interaction with Ashley. You take out a spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Well, that's the book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It looks some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire looks like a book of smells. I don't know how I would spend so much time just decorating a book of smells if it weren't spells weren't so powerful. I can think of one Sue Fire to find out. The open page cover with arcane cast only in case of extreme emergency surrounds the edges of the page. I could use the spell say that will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out, it'll probably help me focus better in the next. Oh no. It's way too drastic. Can you do something else like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I'ma not do it.
No, don't.
Take your friend's advice and.
Don't do it.
I did.
Yeah.
He clears
Oh,
his voice to
okay.
make a quick announcement. I want y'all to know still something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
Uh, let's wait to see what happens. Dude.
I did. Sprinkle
Alright.
turns feral, runs out the window of class and begins barking uncontrollably at the scroll outside. Terrence, I told you never to come back, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying out of the face. The scroll looks over but doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking scroll? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles, satisfied that his presence has been felt not by only Terrence but any other scroll in here in the distance, he returns to a professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Trump, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before he can go any further, Miriam loves drama spills over into the class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam Clanks begin arguing. We haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noise. No, but no, to show off your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle midair as we descend. Triangles are the stronger shape, don't you know? Biz, biz. Well, yeah. Well, that doesn't make it a great day. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands and pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to
Oh,
stutter.
actually,
Steam pours out of the gaps as the panels, then a loud ding stops the track. Oh,
what happened?
he just died. Clank bursts out a completely deep fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, is entirely clearly where it came from. In terms of deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. TM.
Trademark.
I'm still willing to work on the title, but I think you get test time approaches. You see, all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful snow nearby and need a pep talk. Chomp, Miriam, are you okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, several droplets of hot cocoa over the floor. That's one way to describe anger. How could he be embarrassing me in class and like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so if you know this breakup is no joke, even if the course of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know what you know this is, but I'm gonna say it out loud. I don't think you don't need anyone. Me and you gonna cruise through the final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for the both of us, whoever else we bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who couldn't settle for the first someone who show a little interest. Anyhow, Miriam gives you a big hand and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really reveal my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. I'm a bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it. While you and Pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena, the earlier practice dish. This is it. Location of your final challenge. Test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And then a chance to beat the pants off Van the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, as working, you begin to run through famous quick tests of a recipe you've been working on, Trant's famous chicken pot pie. After
Ooh.
practicing for months making it, this dish frickin' music is getting me, comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Trant, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. A pot pie began to bake and the smell slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. And you'd happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you get Colonel Sanders in your head is going to cost you a cook-off. You decide to time put your cooking above your romantic desires, but the decision decided to stick one. Fess up.
Fess up. Why not?
Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you accept nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no. I can smell it was made from a helping hand of TLC. It's probably just start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. That looks good. I love chicken pot pie.
Yeah, I ate one yesterday, by the way. They are pretty good.
It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. He has tears in his eye. There's no time left for the final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. There are no rules except to cook with everything you've got.
Oh, jeez.
You decide that mac and cheese plus Popeye you've been practicing are just dishes that you'll push over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, Van and Ashley prepping wildly elaborate dishes for their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam in a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go on big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and he's trying to find a way to improve something on his perfect. His original recipe, trademark fried chicken. The intensity of the room starts at full 10 out of 10 with the frenzy action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken and levitates it through the air. Egg wash. Miriam fiercely injects his ingredients into an itty bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Bastard Blaster. Van flexes his pectorals and chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed, shallow personality spatula. Even Clank's getting on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity. It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Unplugged Strength rolls him out of the back door for the arena. You frantically prepare your dish, and you notice Ashley has a spell book out. Chinese dark magic to turn the tide. You got a book of your own. You're desperate not to see her win, so she'd take. Nah, I don't think I should. Do it the hard way. No pain, no gain.
Do it the hard way.
It needs magic when you've got passion. I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win in your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Trant. Miriam knows this too. I've always believed in you, Trant, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Eastern knows Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? You're cheering who is cooking. Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Well, that's sweet, but
Wow. Ma'am tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied about the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did she get that eye of newt from?
I don't know. You see what you're up to, crisscross some magic line.
No. Alright, should I... You want to continue reading or?
I'll continue.
Alright.
I understand it's kind of like Monster School, but I had him fall asleep during Scare Talk. Is that a reference to freaking Monster Inc.? That has to be one. You toss your serious stare at Steven. He tries to tank the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Summon extra.
What?
You having to step back?
Did you just skip most of it?
Yes. But having suffered this
Damn it.
huge step, sorry. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Summon extra power deep within yourself. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My
What did you pick? What
bring
did you
power
pick? I got
deep within.
You summon extra power from deep within. Top one?
Yeah. Here, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, Trant, you're the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue, sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know what, this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, chicken Popeye overcooked and an oven and can't be served. But don't worry, Trant. Dear Trot, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides you have earned the support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps back in your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. You managed to make mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass our individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With the time expired, the moment is everyone been waiting for. You must prepare to present your dish. A handful of students stand tall, but class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clink. From off screen, you hear a pure. You hear a pure innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Heh, I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from broom closet over there. Miriam, what do you mind? Inside the closet, you see him hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Pop, I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Oh no.
Aw, that's sad.
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in USC AL history, but not exactly your book material. Wait a second. Pranks, clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? But you hear a signature of word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he just must have got unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a semester long. Wow, 3 whole days. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now I describe your dish I've made. Holy cow!
What?
How tiny is that?
You know what?
That's impressive. Tender undone noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked up myself. Sprinkles carries sniffs around the dish before opening while letting it just the tip of his pink dog tongue to dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not the only one dog doesn't floss. I'm even really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was only less than a thimble's worth of soup. A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish as love and poured into you as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Chomp, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni, smooth egg custard, and an Axun urchin topped with caviar. Is this Japanese? Because I would definitely believe that to be a Japanese cuisine. You ever skewer one of the urchin spines for Korean, you said? Caribbean?
Yeah. No, I said Korean. That's the first thing I thought of. But again, we're stupid Americans. What would we know?
Did you skewer one of the urchins with spines from a second different color type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit of much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. Bit much is kind of my brand, doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans to Smith, but can't get his nose close enough to Spike. He begins to paw erratically, to cautious slosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grr. Finally, Sprinkle goes in tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back, his tongue is poked proud. Ouch, my tongue. Professor appears to be allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought serving food in a bowl made of needles can make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for my glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last time you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure a swollen tongue for a moment, slaps a bowl of milk. I know, I'm just a dog, I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I do ask to refrain from eating or attempting to taste it because it's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Go toast it. Go toast it. Got toast in your ears or something? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it's beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is cooked an extremely good job too. I didn't realize having an eating exam. I wanted to be judged on eating. I'd go to the college eating school for the hungry. Ooh, that's not a thing you should say. I suppose you could smell it absolutely instead, but don't breathe into it. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. The food cannot be eaten. It cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley. She finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know how I end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to... Whoa, she has a butcher knife. Rededicate herself to being the best, but time without being shackled trying to fake nice like I back there. This isn't the last time we've heard of me either. What chapter am I on? Because it's like... Oh, the final bite. Okay. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. And you and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs. Begin a bowl of delicious mac and cheese. Ooh, that sounds good. Examine closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've never seen everything in addition, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes the mac and cheese bowl, and they all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, even Colonel Sanders have made a new item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back to my magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now the school year is complete and everyone has graduated. Students return for one last assignment to groove on. Freaking music gets me. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to its massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Ow, ow, ow. Try not to wake up my dad. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they committed themselves to righting the wrongs, and they did not. They did well. They were the
That's
villains.
totally the outfits they would wear.
For a moment, you
That
actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghost without a graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. I was actually never all the ghosts was tricked to get off finding those. Oh, amusing. You know, everyone is
I
together.
don't. I. I. I actually really preferred him being dead.
Same. It's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellow out. Everyone, Spork Monster is no more. You're from here, I prefer that everyone from my new name, Party Monsters. Student tries to finish what he tried to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking about Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Mia romantically, but she found a love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out the floor in the ballroom like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could have commanded such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, he perched up atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. You know you weren't able to complete the final exam except your diploma. We had mailed it directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dream. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school student, not to mention the honor of educating. Oh, the school. He's an entitled kid.
Brilliant.
Son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is entered by the sound of sparkling electro hissing. Its clank clank arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's doing the talking thing. I clank and I'm not this earth. I am actually from another faraway planet and a dimension. What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I just began to learn who I really am for the vote. My life figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of humans are weird. Portal opens to Clank and disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives with the frickin' blossoms in the room. Let's do this. Howdy, classmate. He's not as sexy. Where's his apron? Just like the first day you met
Yeah,
him.
he's still Colonel Sanders.
It's not just enough to give him back up. Just like the first day you met him, come prepared to feed entire class. However, it's not just a bucket of chicken. It's a full-time meal. This is really one good way to promote your restaurant.
I guarantee you, at the very end, it's gonna show you the menu, and if it does, I am going to KFC.
I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man by not reminding people not to go out buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Chaunt, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder if you might tell me. What are the qualities you expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It's truly my lucky day. Would he dance with me? Yes, I would love to. I probably should have just named myself main character or MC and not Tron.
I named myself user nom 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 nom.
I named myself Tron, alright? It seemed
Yeah, no.
I would totally dance with Colonel Sanders. Just have to get that off. As you glide
Who wouldn't?
glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Tron. Oh, how sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together. Well, I think something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will I help? But who will help run your restaurants? I don't. I need help. I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time in school at school here, do you think running restaurants is your best path forward? Could it be you found love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? You'll be able to endure sharing him with his other love, an entrepreneur. I suppose I can enroll at a pastry school. Oh my dear Trant, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way you'll have me by your side. The end.
Please be a KFC man. Goddamn.
It just
KFC
restarts.
presents.
It does.
Alright, so I'm guessing there's multiple endings where we get the perfect, if we got the like good but not perfect.
I guess, but that's it for me. Thanks for watching, like whoever watched this, but thank you.